We have 29 million people in Texas. And we have a lot of land here. Governor Abbott shut us down because 30 people had the flu. 29 people suffered and are suffering, and will never have businesses again, a lot of them, ever. Economic shutdown, unbelievable, and there's nothing to say that was good. Taiwan, which is 5% the size of Texas, little teeny place, has 24 million people, only 5 less than Texas. If they were to shelter in place, as there is 6-foot distancing, they'd have to take boats and wade out into the ocean. There is no room. They live on top of each other. It is crowded. There is no place to go. We've had, I don't know what we've had in deaths this year so far from a hyperinfluenza, we'll call it. 1,500, 2,000, I don't know what it is in Texas, I forget. They have had 7 deaths so far from the coronavirus. What they did is, when SARS went around, they developed tests to catch the virus. I have someone that I know that was in Taiwan during the 2002-2003 pandemic. He had a high fever in October of 2002, and he went to the Taiwan University Hospital. They drew blood from his forearm. They put it in a machine, and they told him, he was 30 minutes from the time he went in to the time he came out with his results, and they tested specifically for the SARS virus. They could tell him on the spot within 30 minutes, not 2 weeks and they'll come back, told him on the spot with a simple blood draw that he did not have coronavirus, or did not have SARS, and away he went. However, had he had SARS, they would have treated an respiratory inflammation condition and there would be no deaths. That's the difference between what they're doing here. Here, they are creating deaths. They are creating problems. And one other point. 2 weeks ago, the Texas Department of Health and Human Services sent out new criteria to the counties on how they would count their deaths. If anyone in Texas has a headache, a fever, they don't have to have all of them, or a cough, they have a case of COVID. They are written down as a case of COVID. And then they know people, so the formula is if one person has it, that counts as 16. So one person walks in with a headache, a cough, or a fever, and now they have 16 registered cases of COVID. I get emails that people went for testing. They couldn't get in. The people came out and took their names down in the parking lot. Eventually they left because they were never going to get tested. The lines were too long. But several days later they received results of their tests in the mail and they were all positive. So this is what spiked the conditions. The illness is dying. It is going away. We are getting over the flu season here. And yet they have to keep these people still terrified. And don't believe it, guys. Please don't believe it.